It's all set up. Hey there, CLI Nation, it's your old pal Caloric Layer 9 here. Welcome back to a brand new video. If you guys love this video and want to see more content from me, make sure you subscribe and turn on the post notification for brand new videos every single week. I really don't know how to start off this video, but I'm just gonna get right into it. If I jumble on my words, I apologize. Some of you guys may know that when I first began my channel back in 2014, over the years, I've been making so many different, series. What I mean by series, I mean like content ranging from, CL9 reviews, where I do Loud House, related stuff, VHS reactions, where I look at VHS openings, with some of my characters, or Creepy Fridays, where I take a creepypasta and I just, I narrate and show off my narrating skills. Over the years, I've made so many content on this channel. Like, no joke, like, I have over 400 videos now, and this channel has been growing a lot. There's a series, guys, that, to this day, stays true to my heart. It's a series that I've been running for a long time. This particular series is one of the reasons why I'm making this video right now. So, let's get right into it. So when I first began my YouTube channel back in March of 2014, obviously, I was excited, because I found, a new way for me to entertain you guys. So, for a long time, guys, like, I've always wanted to find certain ways of entertaining. And when I discovered YouTube, I was like, oh my god, like, this is a way for people to show off their skills, a way for people to, like, to show off themselves, show their interests. And that's what I did, So this was one of the reasons why I made NWRT, or known as Northern Western Railway Tales. It was an idea that came to light way back around October or November of 2013. Me and my former collaborator, Nicholas Tobolski, had the idea of making a Thomas and Friends, humor show. We were gonna, do skits on the show. We were going to make our own episodes. Skip forward to April, and we premiered the series on my YouTube channel. We did season 1 from April 2014 to February of 2015. In total, we made around 10 episodes, the 10th being a movie. And yeah. And I had a storyline written for it, Some of you guys may not know this, but NWRT was not just a series, like, it was like a storyline too. When I ended the series back in 2014, when we were filming episode 10, my mom told me that, I was moving to a new house. And the reason why, episode 10, Into the Storm, happened was we were going to end season 1 with the original, island of Sodor getting destroyed, by this huge hurricane. And this was one of the original ideas for season 2. When season 2 was going to begin, we were going to be, having an episode dedicated to the aftermath of the storm, and Thomas and his friends, trying to find a new home. And that was one of the ideas. But I got sidetracked, and instead I made this, like, episode called The Weird Adventure, which is now on my channel, and it's the only season 2 episode on my channel, so you can go check that out if you are one of the audience members who are weird. Yeah, guys, NWRT was gonna be more than just a series. It was gonna be a story. But obviously that never happened because I got sidetracked and I had all these other ideas that I wanted to try out. And season 2 has a very complicated production history that's very long, but I'm gonna make it short so that way I won't keep you guys bored. So in the short version, so season 2 began around late November. You know, I enjoyed season 1, and Nicholas enjoyed season 1, and obviously we were making ideas for season 2, because, you know, like, heck, you know, like, season 1, and we wanted to we just felt like, you know, we wanted to make more episodes. Like, we enjoyed season 1, we had a fun time filming it, so I was like, we gotta do a second season, you know. The original plan for season 2, and I actually said this in a season 2 update that I released on my channel back in December of 2014. You guys can go check out that video. But, so the original plan was we were gonna start production in January, which happened. And episode 1 was going to take 2 months to make. That happened. We were going to edit the episode in March of 2015. That didn't happen. Why? Because on the day where I was going to edit the entire episode together, my mom's freaking computer dies. I mean, it wouldn't start, and along with, you know, all my other stuff, the footage that I had on the computer, because I began transferring the footage onto my computer before editing was going to begin, that also meant all the footage I had on my computer was gone. So the episode was sayonara, see ya, and it sucked because this was a big episode I was going to make. This was going to be a continuation of Into the Storm. It was going to be this Thomas and Friend. The special was going to be 46 minutes long. Well, 45 to 46 minutes long. And it was just... it was a huge, huge story that I had to sacrifice. And not only that ended up being canceled, I had to take a 2-year break. Not because I was busy, I had no editing system. I had no way, you know, to make videos for you guys. Anyways, flash forward to December 2016, my dad and, yeah, my family finally got a computer, which, thank God, we still have to this very day. And in early 2017, I finally returned to YouTube. Full time! After a 2-year break. And one of the biggest things I wanted to do when 2017 began, I was like, okay, we have to freaking start season 2. We have to. I thought about, you know, doing the episode again. But then I was like, you know, I had this other idea at the time, and that was, you know, the episode The Weird Adventure. So I was like, maybe I should do this episode first. You know? Which proved to be one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. You know, like, as much as I had fun making that episode, I now totally regret making that episode. It didn't fit with my original concept. When I look back at the episode, and I'm gonna be 100% real with you guys, when I look back at the episode, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? This is not the original concept. This was not the original idea. So, instead of making this big special, I ended up making possibly one of the worst episodes of the series. I'm not totally trying to trash this episode, guys. Like, there were some funny moments in there. But, I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Like, why did I do this? And to this day, I still ask myself, I'm like, why didn't you just do your original idea? But don't get me wrong, that was a fun episode to make, and you can obviously tell in the behind the scenes that I had a really fun time making the episode. That's on my YouTube channel, you guys can go check that out. After making that episode, that was when things fell apart. Now, I obviously went through all the reasons why everything fell apart. You can check that out. I'm going to put a link in the description down below going to the other NWRT update that I released earlier this year. But yeah, guys, this was when things really began to fall apart, and to make this short, lots of things happened. The my original concept began to fall apart. I started running out of ideas. To make things even worse, in June 2017, my former collaborator, Nicholas Tobolsky, quit. He quit because he wanted to move on and thought that this wasn't a thing that was fun for him anymore. And I was so pissed. I was like, dude, you're making one of the biggest mistakes of your entire life, you know? Like, you're ruining Season 2. That was one of the biggest factors as to why Season 2 had to be delayed, because I had no one. And I had to do the whole series by myself? No. And earlier this year, there was but earlier this year, I did get in contact with Nick again, and we tried to work things out, and it got to a point where, and I'm so happy I'm finally saying this to you guys right now. This summer, we were actually going to return to NWRT. You know, we were going to delete the first episode off of YouTube, and we were going to make it right. I was telling Nick of the idea I had originally, and I was like, do you just want to start Season 2 all over? And he's like, yeah. Now, guys, this was when me and Nick became... So, basically, the short version of what happened with me and Nick was we had, differences. We had a fallout, and we ended up, splitting for a year. But then in March, I ended up contacting him again, and I felt bad for what I did, and he felt bad for what he did. So we reconnected, and it was coming to a point where he was going to actually rejoin Caloric Clear 9, and he was going to be signing a 2-month contract because around that same time he was going to be going to high school. So I was like, okay, dude, you can come like during the summer and help me with the series. And then in August we were going to make a video saying, oh, Nick has to go. But that never happened. 1 month before we were going to get together and film Season 2, we had another fallout. Now, I'm not going to describe what was said, but it was a pretty nasty argument, and I came to the conclusion that Nick's heart wasn't just, in this anymore. So I had to make a huge sacrifice, and this year, back in May, I decided to dissolve the partnership completely. But if Nick is watching this video, dude, I hope you're doing well. I hope what you're doing right now makes you happy. Just know that I'm thinking about you every day. And I'm really sorry that it had to come to this, I really wish I would have worked with you, but obviously things didn't work out and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, guys, that was one of the biggest factors of why Season 2 got delayed. It was because I lost not only a friend, but my former collaborator, the guy that helped me kickstart my career, But there's another reason why, the series... There was another huge factor of why the series got delayed, and now going to the fate where I'm gonna... This is hard, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is hard. But yeah, one of the biggest... The other biggest factor of why this series got delayed... Things started to change. Now, let me ask you guys something. Have you ever had one of those feelings where you attach yourself to something and for years you're like, oh, this is awesome, this got me success, But don't you guys feel like after a while it starts to be like, oh, yay, here we go again. That's what I felt. Things changed, guys, Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still interested, in Thomas and Friends. I still am, and I still remain a fan to this very day. It's just, the videos just started getting boring, When I look back at and I mean this. When I look back at the Season 2 premiere, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Because this was not how Season 2 was supposed to happen. But no, instead I'm like, oh, I have this funny idea, let's get this out. Possibly one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, guys. And again, although I loved making it, and although there were some funny moments, this was the biggest mistake I ever made in my entire life, you know? I really wished I would have done Season 2 a lot different, and I really wish that I stayed with my original concept. But no, now it's fucked up, you know? This leads me into making possibly one of the biggest announcements of this YouTube channel, and to those who are fans of the series, I am super sorry for what I'm about to say. I'm not going to be looking back after this announcement. As you guys may know, earlier this year, I made a video explaining that Season 2 was going to be our last season with NWRT. The plan was that even though, you know, Nick was gone, I was going to continue on. We were going to continue Season 2. And I was going to hire some voice actors, maybe, to help with the series, which honestly turned out to be a huge fail because no one emailed me. Things fell apart. I'm going to say it. Due to issues behind the scenes and due to me being disillusioned with the series itself, I'm sad to announce that Season 2 is no more. After almost 5 years of doing this, and after 3 years of having these issues behind the scenes, Northern Western Railway Tales is going to be cancelled. I said it. Northern Western Railway Tales is cancelled due to behind-the-scene issues, me becoming disillusioned with the story, due to my former collaborator leaving, and just because Season 2 fell apart, you know, like, I lost control. I lost control of the vision I wanted to release. And I tried really hard, guys. I tried, like, finding some ways to, like, turn it around, but I was like, it's not easy, you know? So yeah, so as of today, Season 2 is being discontinued, and also the behind the scenes of Season 2, which was a spin-off of me, you know, showing behind the scenes of how I made Season 2, that is also going to be discontinued. But it would suck if I deleted it. That is why I'm going to be keeping, you know, the first episode of Season 2 and all of the behind-the-scenes episodes. I'm still going to keep them on my YouTube channel. It's just that, as of now, it's not happening. So don't expect any behind-the-scenes videos in the future. Don't expect any episodes in the future because it's over, guys. Season 2 ended up being an epic idea that just fell apart in front of my eyes, you know. And it sucks. It really does suck. This was a huge sacrifice, guys, that I had to make. And some of my fans may be disappointed by this announcement. And again, if you are, I'm really sorry that I let you down. But to those who are faithful to the series and enjoyed watching it, thank you. Thank you so much for seriously watching the series as it happened. You know, season 1 was successful, but season 2 ended up being a fail. A huge fail. And as much as I did not want to cancel it, and as much as I wanted to try to turn things around, I just knew at the end, you know, sometimes there's just some things that you can't fix. So I'm really sorry that I had to announce that to you guys. This was a huge decision I had to make, but I just have to learn that season 2 is just not... It's not a good thing to release to the public. It was an epic idea that just fell apart in front of my very eyes. And again, to those who are angry and pissed that the series is canceled, I'm sorry. I tried the best I can to make season 2 awesome, but again, it just fell apart in front of my eyes. And as much as I want to fix it, it's just not everything is fixable. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Season 2 is no more. NWRT is canceled. And I'm sorry for letting some of you down. But does that mean that I'm going to stop making Thomas a Friend related content on the channel? Absolutely not. Even though the series is gone, and even though season 2 is no longer going to happen, that does not mean that... It does not mean that this little guy's story has to end. Guys, this train's story can continue. This little guy's story, guys, his story can, you know, continue in some way. You know, I've been, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I've been formulating in my mind, what can I do with this train? You know, what else can I do with this little toy that I have in my hands? And that got me thinking. NWRT may be cancelled, but what if I could find other ways to present him? What if I could find something else to tell Thomas's story? And that got me thinking. You know, NWRT, that was just an idea and a crazy concept that I had when I was, what, 15 years old? And I was at a point where I didn't know what was going to happen with my YouTube channel. Like, please note, guys, that when I began this series, this was during the beginning of my YouTube channel. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen. I had no idea of how I'm going to tell this train story. But as I grew over the years, I think I could find some other way to tell his story. And that is why I have not one, but some ideas in mind to keep on or try some way to tell his story. But I'll tell you guys that in a future video. Because right now, some of those ideas are just early concepts in my mind. But yeah, guys, that is it for the video. I just wanted to tell you up front and personal that Northern Western Railway Tales is over. It was the biggest sacrifice I ever had to make, and but that just proves, you know, that not all ideas, you know, can come to light. And I gotta thank Thomas, you know, and this series, because, you know, when I made this series, guys, I had no clue of where my channel was gonna go or how I was gonna tell his story. But as I grew over the years, you know, I got a lot better with my videos. Like, I remember in some of my early videos, you know, I had issues like where I had trouble looking at the camera, or, you know, shaking the camera a lot. But as I grew over the years, I got a lot better. And now I'm a lot better with talking in front of the camera. And, you know, I even have some successful videos on my in all seriousness, my channel has grown a lot over the years, and I have you guys to thank, because, you know, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you guys, and I'm dead serious about that. I'm crying. Never done this before on YouTube. But no, guys, I'm dead serious when I say this. Thank you, you know, so much for being there for me when I need you most. And thank you, seriously, for letting me be a part of your lives as much as you enjoy me being a part of yours. But as we move forward, guys, I'm going to try some way to not let this character die. And hopefully we'll have a talk like this very soon, where hopefully I'll have something of an idea. But anyways, guys, I'm going to close out this video now. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys to death. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like, share, retweet. If you guys are new here, subscribe, press the bell. All my social media accounts are in the description down below. My backup video account on Dailymotion, and speaking of Dailymotion, I have a little announcement about that, which I will tell you guys in the upcoming future. Make sure you follow me on my Twitter account, because that's where I, you know, do updates and announcements to some of my videos. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching today's video. Love you guys to death. Check out my channel here. Check out my last video here, or you can check right here for a playlist of Season 1 of NWRT. Anyways, guys, love you all to death. Thank you guys for watching. For me, Cell9. Talk to you all later. Stay gold, my friends. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Have an awesome day, Cell9 Nation. Love you all.